Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. For the past 2 months, we've been bringing you the first 8 chapters in the landmark documentary series, The Story of Film and Odyssey. The story started with the birth of movies, and tonight we're focusing on the late 1960s and 70s, what was going on in American filmmaking during that decade. And joining me, as he has from the very start, is film historian Mark Cousins, the man who created the series, giving us his vision of the story of film. Welcome back, Mark.
Thank you, Robert.
Now, this is a very interesting time. Censorship is no longer an issue in Hollywood. Do you think there were some negative aspects to that as well?
Yes, I think there is. You know, when censorship goes, people who haven't been allowed to portray sex and violence, often what they portray as sex and violence is it's the shock of the new, and sometimes it becomes, yeah, you can do it. So people overemphasize that aspect of the human spectrum and don't look at the other bits. And so sometimes that's a problem.
What other things about this decade fascinate you?
You know, so with the end of the 1960s, the deaths of many people, Malcolm X, Janis Joplin, the dream of the 60s was over. And so you would think that the 1970s might have been a fallow period for American film. And the surprise is that it's one of the best periods. It's the most fertile periods. These new directors like Scorsese and Altman come along, but also satire comes along. Buck Henry, the film of Catch-22, etc., comes along. You've got people looking at American society in all different ways. And then beyond that, really excitingly for me, a filmmaker like Charles Burnett comes along, one of the first great Black African-American directors, which is fantastic. And then Woody Allen. You know, there's been lots of Jewishness on the edge of American cinema. Woody Allen plonks Jewishness right at the heart of it. So new lives are appearing on screen, new realities about American cinema. So no wonder that this is considered one of the great periods for American filmmaking.
And also, we have to say that so many of that part of the Hollywood transition was so many of the great legends and legendary stars, the Clark Gables, the Bogarts, the Gary Coopers, they were kind of now totally out of the picture.
Yep.
They had died, passed on, so that era was like pretty much smashed.
It was smashed, yes.
So all these new people coming in had more opportunities to grow. They weren't having to deal with the other issues.
A lot of these new filmmakers really respected the past. So, for example, Bogdanovich was friends with Wells and Hawks. Scorsese, of course, we know that he loved old cinema.
Right.
So these weren't just thoughtless young people coming along trying to smash the system. As you say, all those old stars had gone, but a lot of these directors tried to take the best of the old system and then apply it to new types of people. Scorsese said that he wanted to take the old form, the beauty of the camera moves of old Hollywood, but simply show new types of human beings like Travis Bickle and Taxi Driver, etc. And that's exciting. You don't just throw out the baby with the bathwater. You keep the best of the old Hollywood style, but modernize it and make it serious and make it deal with the complexities of human people.
Well, let's have a look. Here we go. Here, written by, directed by, narrated by my co-host Mark Cousins, the U.S. television premiere of Chapter 9 of The Story of Film and Odyssey, subtitled New American Cinema.